Hello boxing fans, I'm just about to do my next prediction, and that is Denis Lebedev versus Guillermo Jones. Starting with Denis Lebedev, he has won 24, 18 of those wins by way of knockout to a single defeat. But that was a robbery at the hands of Marco Huck. He probably won that fight, and he's been devastating ever since. Looking at Guillermo Jones, he is 38 wins, 30 of which by way of knockout, to 3 defeats, only 1 of which are by knockout, and 2 draws also. 43 fight record. This is Lebedev finally getting his next world title shot against the WBA champion. Before I tell you what I think about this fight, I'm going to get into the boxing politics of this one. And before I make my prediction, I just think the time for Guillermo Jones is pretty much up. He's very inactive, 40 years old, not a big name in the Cruiserweight division. You know, he's number 19 in the world, ranked right now, okay? And he's a WBA champion. That's the lowest I've ever seen a champion ranked in the, in the rankings compared to the other champions in the weight limit. WBA also want their money. You know, they know that Lebedev makes more money. He's fighting 2 or 3 times a year, whereas he'd be lucky to get 1 fight a year out of Guillermo Jones right now. So everything realistically is behind Lebedev winning this fight in terms of who people need to win this fight. WBA would much rather want to get more money from Denis Lebedev than less money from Guillermo Jones. You know what I mean? That's fact, and that's what a lot of the time can change boxing. So I think Guillermo Jones is going to need a knockout to win this fight before anything happens. Looking at the power in this fight, and I'm going to give that to Denis Lebedev. You know, he's a very big puncher for his size. He does have the power to really decimate his opponents, and he's got very underrated skill too. He dominated James Toney from start to finish, and don't forget, this is a James Toney who is a legend and, you know, total steroid abuser. You know, he's genetically modified his body to get into the heavyweight division, really, and probably also the cruiserweight division when he was there too. You just got to look at that and take it as it is. It's fact. He's totally changed his body from the days he was a middleweight to now a heavyweight who can't even, you know, take off the weight to be competitive in a fight at about 200 pounds, walking around at like 250 pounds now. He knocked out Roy Jones Jr. also, simply said and done. Destroyed Enzo Macronelli and knocked out Cox basically in 2 rounds, knocked him into next week. You know, Guillermo Jones, he does have good power, don't take it away from him, at cruiserweight as well. He's so inactive though, we cannot see if his power is decreasing with age or if it's always as good as it has been. So let's say it's as good as it always has been. He needs to push Lebedev back, trap him on the ropes and go to town on the midsection. If he can't do that, he's going to lose this fight. You know, the question is, will it be a knockout? Will it be a unanimous points decision? I couldn't tell you. Speed, yeah, we know it's Lebedev once again. You know, he isn't the fastest fighter at the weight limit, but he isn't the slowest either. But his opponent, by the way, is the slowest. He's very slow at his age right now, reducing into the speed department rapidly. He's still got the power though, that's the only issue. And he's not in his prime. That's one thing that I've got to point out. If he's in his prime, I'll be more willing to pick Guillermo Jones to beat Denis Lebedev. Except, you know, at 40 years old, well past your prime, you know, very inactive. He's not all going for him here, pal. Really not going for him. Looking at the movement, once again, Lebedev. He's actually a lot better mover than people give him credit for. One of the better movers in the division, I think, anyway. He cuts the ring down very well, but so does his opponent. He has much faster foot speed than Guillermo Jones, and it'll give him a massive advantage in terms of setting up his power shots. Looking at the chin, neither are lacking in the chin department. Guillermo Jones has been stopped before, but it doesn't matter. Will his chin become brittle with age, or will it just survive and still become a cast iron chin? I don't know. He hasn't took that much punishment, so I'm not going to really call him out on his chin. They've both got decent chins. But this is the cruiserweight division. Just one punch can really knock someone out cold. So it could be a KO either way. But I'm going to say Denis Lebedev to win this fight. I'm tempted to say knockout, but For some reason, I think Jones will survive the distance, but I'm not confident on that one. I think I would say either late KO or a unanimous points decision. Not a fight that I'm going to bet on unless I just put a very large sum of money on Denis Lebedev to win the fight.